we had a show in this afternoon. There was a couple been married for 60 years. I said, what's your secret for being married for 60 years? The guy said, well, he says, this is the way we work it. He says, I make all the big decisions. The wife makes the little decisions. I said, what kind of big decisions do you make? He said, we haven't had any big decisions yet. You make me young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a knocked out in the grammar school. Called me up this last week. They said, we're going to have a talent show. We need a judge. So I went down there. And I said, I want to see what the schools around here are like. So I kind of popping my head in all these classrooms. And I went to the first grade classroom, and the teacher's there, and she's saying to the kids, she says, I'm going to teach you about whales today. She says, anybody know anything about whales? The little girl raises her hand. She says, Jonah was swallowed by a whale. The teacher said, no. She said, that's a Bible story. We don't teach a Bible here. The Bible's a made-up book, made-up stories. It's no good. The little girl said, no. She says, I learned it in Sunday school. She says, that's a true story. The teacher said, no, it's all false. The little girl said, well, I'll tell you what. She says, when I die, I'm going to go to heaven. And I'm going to go find Jonah. And I'm going to ask him if he was swallowed by a whale. And the teacher says, well, what if you go to heaven and you found out that Jonah went to hell? She said, then you ask him. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. A couple of days ago, there was a bank robbery over here. So I felt right at home. A guy came in there, honestly. He came in there, he got his money. He had a gun. He turned around to the guy behind him. He says, hey, did you see me rob the bank? The guy said, yeah. He shot him in the head. Then he started walking out of the bank. There was a couple there, been married 35, 40 years. He said, hey, did you see me rob the bank? The guy said, well, I didn't, but my wife did. Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. Fancy ties and granny's pies and folks stealing a kiss or two as they whisper, Merry Christmas. And don't tell your papa.